Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share what's going on in today's weird ass world. So, as we all know, a lot of young people are causing mass destruction, mass hysteria, right? Especially within schools. There's a lot of violence within American schools. And most of the weirdo violence where people are doing massive stabbings and shootings on school facilities usually is between the West Coast and the East Coast. But now, this one's right here on the West Coast, right outside of the LA suburb, where a student stabbed 4 people. And usually when schools are threatened or assaulted, usually it's with a gun, not with a damn knife. So we already know the typical description of the average school terrorist. We're not going to go into it, but we will say he's an incel, right? This was the guy that couldn't get a kiss from the girl he liked. Everybody was mean to him. He didn't like his family, but then these guys come from well-off families. Bet you his family has a nice house in the suburbs, had money for his college, everything. But let's take a tune to see what happened. KTLA 5, let's go.
We begin with breaking news. Police say 3 staff members have been stabbed at a private school in Torrance.
The suspect, a former student, is in custody. Authorities believe that he may have also placed bombs at the school. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live in Torrance with breaking details.
Yeah, this guy had a lot of time on his hands. So he went to a school campus just stabbing people, and then he's planting bombs. Yeah, this guy was bored. Poor sap.
Kimberly.
Hi, this area remains taped off as the investigation continues. One concerned parent just showed up at the scene, and she told me off camera that her daughter is still inside that facility, and she is anxious because she was able to speak to her daughter on the phone. She's aware of some details of the situation, but they don't have too much information. Take a look behind me. As I mentioned, this is still very much an active scene. At this point, parents not sure if they're able to pick up their children. We don't know how many children, how many students are still in that facility, but we do know that, as she mentioned, this parent, her daughter is still inside. Now, we do have Sky 5 overhead the scene. What we know...
So it's pretty obvious that this private school is within a business area of Torrance. And it's like in private school, them kids are bad too. Them kids in private school ain't worth a damn. People put their kids in these private schools and pay a bunch of money every year thinking that their kids are going to be safe and they will never have to deal with this type of day. Nuh-uh. This proves it right here. The best choice is homeschool in this generation, because if your kids are in public school or private school, they're going to be around a bunch of kids with mental issues. And it all starts in the household.
So far is that a stabbing happened this morning, and there's a possibility that pipe bombs are still in this area. The Torrance Police Department said they are investigating.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that digging robot. I don't even know what it's called, but I just know it's a machine. I don't know if it's AI generated. I don't know if it's controlled like a drone, but that's cool. Because why risk a person's life digging for bombs when you can just put a machine out in the field and do it? In case the machine arm touches it and it blows up part of the ground, nobody's around it. So this is a good alternative. Instead of having me out there looking for the damn bomb, nah, put the machine out there.
At Switzer Learning Center, that's at 2201 Amapola Court. Police say approximately 8 o'clock this morning, a former student allegedly stabbed 3 staff members and tried to stab a 4th person.
They said a former student, so I'm assuming that there's some bitterness between some of the staff. And see, some of these children that are bullied in these schools, it's not always the children. Sometimes it's the teachers and other facility staff that are bullying the kids too. It's not always the children. You guys have to remember that.
Person before leaving the scene. 2 of the victims were taken to Harbor General Hospital and received treatment for non-life-threatening injuries. That 3rd victim was treated on the scene by Torrance Fire Department. Now, after the incident, the suspect was taken into custody without any further incident. The suspect indicated to officers that 2 pipe bombs were placed in the vicinity. The LA County Sheriff's Department bomb squad is here in the area to conduct a thorough investigation. Community members, meanwhile, are advised to avoid the this area of 208th Street and Amapola Avenue. That's where the pipe bombs may have been placed. People at neighboring buildings say that they were advised to stay inside and not to leave. Earlier, I spoke with a gentleman whose girlfriend had an appointment at a building pretty much catty corner to where this investigation is taking place. He spoke with her over the phone and told us what she said. Take a listen.
She's across the street from that place, and when she pulled up there, she asked the cops what was going on. They said that somebody broke into the building, and that they had caught him, and that when they caught him, he told the cops that he had planted some pipe bombs in there.
They gave them some advice. What was the advice for the building she's in?
To go inside.
And lock down?
Yep.
So he also told me that in speaking with his girlfriend, she sounded calm. So he's remaining calm at this point. He doesn't have too much concern. Again, back here live, you can see investigators here on the scene, police, the fire department. We could see some people kind of peeking out from these neighboring buildings. So we know that a lot of people are on lockdown in these neighboring buildings, again, told to stay inside for their safety. We're waiting for an update from the Torrance Police Department. But again, this is very much an active...
I mean, usually the suspect usually kills themselves right after they harm people. But I guess this is not the case because he didn't go around spraying the area with bullets. So this might be a little different. We don't know where he is at this time. And of course, there's going to be an updated video. But I'm reacting on this for now.
I've seen people asked to avoid this area as they continue to investigate. From where we are, we couldn't see bomb squad on the scene, but that parent did tell me that when she spoke with the student, she was told that the kids were with bomb squad. So she believes that they may be here, maybe on the other side. But again, parents have many questions about when and where they'll be able to pick up their students. At this point, that information is not clear. Reporting live here in Torrance, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Yeah, and the sad part is most people can't control, they're not aware of what their child may do to the public or to the parents themselves. So you just never know what these young kids have in mind that they want to act out on. That's the sad part of, starting a family and having kids and all that. You don't know what your offspring is going to do to other people, but whatever they do decide to do to somebody else, it's automatically your fault as the parent. Anyway, this is Kai LaVale. I'll catch you in the next video. Salute.